Hello, welcome to this YouTube channel. It's known as Reality. My name is Tyler, and you may call me Ty. I am a human being living on planet Earth. I am one of you who would identify as a spectral human. I was born in 1992, so I am presently 33 years old. And when I was a child, autism, as they called it, or spectral disorder, as we now identify it, was about 1 in 10. And I was not one of the 10 who suffered from autism as it was defined in the medical world. However, as I have aged, I have become aware of my spectral limitations and my challenges. And given that it's a spectrum of human frequency, we are all on it, and I am one of you who is on that spectrum. And what I now know is that it has gotten severely worse. And I don't remember these statistics because this just hit me. However, what I'm here to communicate to you is that it is our toxic environment on planet Earth that has generated this spectral challenge in mass numbers. And what that's from is the toxic environment that we live in. Whether it's pollutants that you breathe in the air, toxins that are in the water from impure chemicals such as fluoride, which calcify our pineal gland and impact our inner vision of who we are on a soul level. To the food we consume, which maybe when your parents or your grandparents were around eating these items, it was okay. What I can tell you is that it is not anymore. It has gotten worse in my lifetime. In my lifetime, the food system on planet Earth has become so toxic, I am not able to consume anything that is processed. And what I'm here today is to say what doesn't work for me as I divest from life as a human, as I knew it when I was born. As difficult as it is to articulate this and express this as my truth, it is just that. It is my truth as I embrace what life was like when my grandfather was alive, going through the Depression in America, to my present reality as Ty. No sugar, no dyes, no processed food, and no fluoride. That is a start. So if you are a parent listening to this with a child who has either recently been diagnosed with autism, ADHD, ADD, bipolar disorder, anything of that matter, those are your first tips for free. Embrace what it means to become a whole person, to educate your whole self, and take on an active role as a parent to get that food out of your house, out of your body as your temple, and to help your children heal. And while you might not be able to defluorinate your water, because I, as an engineer, don't have a system at my house, right? So I still drink of the water here in Tacoma. It has fluoride, and what it does is it helps us forget. It builds in amnesia, and it is problematic. The other steps are, in my lifetime, I have changed my views on what is the problem with vaccines. Heavy metals. They contain aluminum, and it settles in your brain. You can detox from this. However, on a system that is built to continue to vaccinate us, whether that's from a flu vaccine each year, COVID vaccines or boosters. I say divest. You can build your own immune system, that you do not need all of these unnecessary vaccines. And heavy metals go further into our environment here in Tacoma. We had a smelter that boiled down raw ore to extract metals such as copper. Copper I wear to detox my body. Copper that was to build power systems, to build an unsustainable community here in Tacoma and further beyond. We have arsenic and lead on all of the groundwater, all of the soil in what's called as a plume zone. And I will tell you, that is far beyond the maps you will find online, and it has been tracked throughout this region, and it affects the entire Puget Sound region. Heavy metals are what parasites feed on. Parasites are found here in our food in Washington State and in America. My awareness of this was when I went to Tijuana, Mexico to help build a home on a mission project when I was in college, and I interacted with toxic parasites that I wasn't used to, whether it was in the food or in the water that I consumed just a wee bit in the shower, on accident, not on purpose. It settled in my body, and I carried that thing around with me for over 10 years. With digestive distress beyond measure, thinking I had done something wrong as a human. And what I didn't know is that I could heal. My body could heal so long as I gave it what it needed and stopped putting poison in my body. And I'm here today to tell you that parasite is gone. And I intend to not interact with parasites any further. And I hold space that maybe I accidentally ingest one when I interact with food where I don't know where it came from. That's okay. My body will know what to do, and my energy will know what to put in my body to get rid of it. And maybe I'm out of energy for a couple of weeks to cycle through that parasite because it has a reproductive cycle and you can impact it. You can stop it in its tracks as long as you go by the cycles of the moon. And so I'm here today to tell you that this video is not going to answer all of your questions. However, the following content will build you a step-by-step process to heal for good, to identify that you have been impacted by toxic masculinity, and that is a cycle I have broken. A cycle I do not intend to carry forward. And a cycle I hope to bring education to the masses, to help bring consciousness to the unconscious where we haven't had it before. And so I leave you tonight with this video to say, I love you. And we're in this together. And detoxification from an intentional system to keep us down can happen and has taken place. And I hope to see you all on the other side of what detoxification looks like. To heal from chronic inflammation, chronic digestive distress, and chronic sensory overload Because whether you're in being in a soul of earth, or you're from the stars, seated here to help heal, I am one of you as a sensitive being, a sensitive light being here, called to help. And I've answered that call. And so I look forward to seeing you all in the content to come. My love, my joy, and my blessings. Bye-bye.